UCC, Utah Cannabis Club. And yeah, as you can see, we're in a little different spot here. We got our boy. What's your name?
Mister, what's your name?
What's up, y'all? It is Sep in the house, man. You see what it is.
It's JJ.
It's Javi. And today we have a special guest, a very special guest here in the Utah industry. Please.
My name's Randyl.
Randyl.
utah.herbal.medication is what most people know me by. It's my photography Instagram page.
Let's go.
Dude, it's not just a photography Instagram page. It is the photography Instagram page when it comes to cannabis, especially in the state of Utah. Mm-hmm. You're on the top, bro.
100%.
Like,
Thank you.
all of us in UCC, we come to that agreement where it's like you take the best photos of cannabis.
Thank you. That's what I want. I want people to get stoked on it. I want people to know that, yes, Utah's a weird fucking place, but
and you're
we got good weed.
You're in a subculture of cannabis, you know, the photography culture. So, you know, like Candid Kush and a few of those other big names. I'm familiar with a few of them, but yeah, man, you're the first on the show. So I'm going to appreciate
pretty rad. I'm stoked to be here. It's only the second time I've done a podcast, and the first one was the Utah and the Weeds Cannabis podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, nice. Okay.
4 or 5 years ago.
Shout out to Utah and the Weeds, the pioneers. Yeah. They really were the pioneers.
Guys.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was one of the first years we had the program. Might have been 2021. I don't know if I heated that quite enough. This one you can pull the port on this.
2021.
Yeah, it was Tim and Chris doing the Utah and the Weeds podcast back then.
Tasty, but
shout out to Tim and Chris.
They were wanting to talk about the photography end of things, and so they wanted to have me on. It was pretty rad. I think I've progressed a little bit since then. At least I hope so.
100%.
Yeah, dude.
I think so. You've been doing this for a very long time, haven't you?
I've been doing photography for 20 plus years. 25 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Got into cannabis photography right basically when I could legally purchase March of 2020. I was one of the first 400 patients in the state.
Nice. Okay, dude. Yeah. First 400.
392 is my number.
Shout out 392.
So
no, that's awesome. It was
that's super
such
cool.
an experience.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Like people come and complain about how shitty everything is right now, and I'm just like, you have no idea. I had to drive to Dragonfly, check in at the door, get on a checklist, and then you wait for 3 or 4 hours before your name was called, and you had to go, and there were only 8s.
And it was
there
limited.
were only half-gram cartridges.
Yeah.
They were all $55 each.
Damn.
And you know, if you didn't want to do it again in a week, you spend $1,000 and not come back in a couple months.
There was a lot of patience, right?
But you were like, I'm safe. You know what I mean? I got everything I need to do this, you know, quote, legally, end quote.
Well, and that's what got me into the dry herb vaping is I spent 20 years doing it illegally. I don't want to do that shit anymore.
Right.
I want to be able to sit on my porch and vaporize flower and wave at the people on the river trail and not give a shit.
Yeah. No
what
matter
anybody thinks.
Yeah. No matter how mad they get, or if they giggle, or if they, you know, or like that guy's even cool. Like
especially when you're allowed to.
It's normalized, and that's what we're trying to do here with UCC. You know, with UCC, the movement. UCC, what it is, because you see what it is. We're trying to normalize this movement, this culture of just like, hey, let us, you know, enjoy our medicate.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let alone for, you know, physical pain. Go ahead. Anything, and mental health. You know.
See, and I'm very mentally ill, so I'm a huge advocate of mental health.
Dude, right now it's like depression season for me, you know?
Understandable. Hit that, it'll help.
Yeah. Thank you.
Take the medicine.
But no, it's two things that go hand in hand with me, cannabis and mental health. Without it, I would not have good mental health. I would be an absolute wreck. I still use my psych meds because I'm just that messed up.
You're right.
Hey, that's what we are.
But yeah, it's a blessing to have this stuff. I can, long story short, I can go to Curaleaf again. I was banned for a little while.
What, dude? No, that's a story. you
Are you willing to share that, or is that?
Well, the guy that banned me got fired, but yeah, he was the area manager for Curaleaf, so he was like the manager for all of the West stores, like Utah, Nevada, like everything in the West.
The regional manager.
Regional. I think it was even bigger than regional. I think it was area, like the whole West, from like Missouri West or something like that. Anyway,
I've walked past him.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen him when I've been to Curaleaf.
Yeah, I worked for Curaleaf, unfortunately, for a bit, and had a few choice words to say about him one day at the forest, and I didn't know he overheard me, but apparently he did. I showed up at Curaleaf in Lehigh, and he lost his mind, like screaming like a child at me. In the middle of the med room, in front of patients, in front of his employees. It was beautiful. It was, so
it's
he
like, bro, you need to try your own product.
He banned me for having an opinion of working for him. I called him what was it? Everything wrong with corporate cannabis.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, he proved it right there, right? Proof is in the pudding.
Exactly. But he just got fired. I just got told like 2 days ago he got fired, and I went and visited friends at Curaleaf in Lehigh, and they're all like, the vibe of the store is different. Like you go in there and people are actually happy to be at work. Yeah. It's fucking wild.
Yeah. Waiting for the team, dude.
Good for you.
It's pretty funny. So I actually went and picked up this Brucey fruit for like $47 over here in Provo.
Nice. That's a snag.
You're like, I'm back.
So that's what we like to hear. Deals.
And I visited some friends there, and then visited the friends up in Lehigh too.
So were you like, when you went in, were you like, am I still banned? Or like,
no, it was like,
give me all my photos, take it down from the wall.
It was like coming back from being lost in the jungle, man. Everybody was like, welcome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
No, it was pretty dope. Because it was legendary. I had like the Curaleaf brand rep would come up to me, and she's like, just so you know, we all agree with you. We can't just say it. But I'm like, I know everybody in Curaleaf hates Jim. It's okay.
But he's just so high up, they can't say anything because then they lose their job. And he's a freak out. You know,
he's an angry old white man.
Yeah.
And now you got to go back and get some Brucey fruit concentrate.
Well, then.
That's awesome.
One of the coolest things about this program for me is I literally live 5 minutes from the pharmacy. Like, I can walk there in 10 minutes.
That's a win right there.
Did you guys get this? Am I skipping?
No, do your thing.
I'm getting confused here.
No.
I'm not used to talking and getting this high.
Welcome to the club.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. I feel welcome. No, it was pretty cool, and that was one of my favorite things, is just being able to literally just, hey, I'm going to go to the store.
Access.
Right there.
Yes.
So not being able to go for a while was kind of not rough, because I don't want to support
just
Curaleaf,
a little bit of
but
a
it's
bummer.
nice to have the access if I need it, right?
Yeah. Right.
I would rather support other stores.
You'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Was your haul some concentrate, some flour?
Just got the Brucey fruit. I took pictures of it last year. It was a standard wellness grow. They did outdoor. And so I went up for their outdoor grow last year.
Sick.
Took photos of that, some strawberry bubbles. I think I'm going to get you guys to try that, actually.
Hey.
But the Brucey fruit was one that they ran for Pure Plan, just for hash. And I talked to JC about it a while ago, and he's like, yeah, it's out there, but I hadn't seen it until today, actually.
Did you get some pictures of it?
Yeah, I think there's some on my Instagram still.
Sweet.
If you go back to last October.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I posted a bunch of the outdoor. The strawberry bubbles, the reason I mentioned that is it's one of the most unique strains I've ever tried.
As far as effect, flavor?
14% outdoor grown strain.
Okay.
I
don't know if you know me, but dude, like, I love the Betty Magic, and that's like
Magic
15.
Magic is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite. I've been, ranting and raving about that for probably 6 months to a year.
Came out since its inception.
Right. It's hard not to. That stuff that stuff's phenomenal.
Yeah.
People sleep on that shit.
It inspired me to take one of the best dry herb photos I've ever taken, actually, was that Magic. It's on my Instagram too.
Ching, baby.
What's that Instagram?
utah.herbal.medication.
Hey, if you guys didn't hear that, it'll be linked in the description. So.
Yeah, but go follow. You will not regret it.
One thing I wanted to ask Randyl was, how long was it when you made the transition into documenting cannabis photography? Or was it something that you've always done and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to start sharing it with the world now?
No. So 2014, my buddy and I drove to Colorado, got a hotel room, went and bought like 8 different grams of flour, and went back to the hotel to enjoy ourselves, right?
Shut up, all right.
And we were probably in the same hotel at the same time, dude.
Very possibly, yeah. And so I actually lined them up on a tray, had some nice window light, used a little bounce reflector, and got a pretty decent setup of all the jars with the buds on top. And I was like, that's kind of cool. But then I just didn't really want to delve too deep, right?
What kind of camera were you rocking with?
That's a good question.
It was better than a phone. You had a camera.
I've had digital cameras since 2007, 2008, something like that. But yeah, so I kind of stayed away from it. But then once I could buy it legally, I decided I wanted to try to get some work doing cannabis photography, which I didn't realize would be a long, arduous road.
Yeah.
When you can't market something, people don't really want pictures of it. They don't give a shit.
And that's the hard part. Yeah.
Now that the laws have changed, I actually have a bunch of samples from Boojum that I'm going to be taking pictures of. I do have some of their rosin. I don't know if you guys have tried any of their rosin yet.
I've tried some of the mother liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried
some of the Donny Burger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did a bunch of photos for Pure Plan a couple months ago. Bunch of their rosin and
dude, isn't it crazy to think like
that?
You look back and you just have to like remind that, you know, like version of yourself that many years ago. It's like, damn, you really are here now. Like at this point where you're getting money for doing something that's your passion.
Yeah, it's definitely surreal.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
So I started by doing I was a brand ambassador for Deseret Wellness. They gave me like 3 products a month, and I just gave them a photo for each product. So I would always choose the most expensive product.
Of course,
yeah.
You're going to give it the nicest photo you can.
Well, and that's probably their best stuff too, so they want those pictures to be shown, you know.
Those $85 half gram of hash rosin from Fruito Life, you know, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
All right, who wants
and I don't think they want pictures of that.
Go ahead, Jake.
That'll be straight.
Go ahead.
Somebody taste that.
Please.
Give that a taste.
Yeah.
Just pull the little pin on the side. You don't need to do the handle on that one.
Yeah. A little carb.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. That's part of the Camouflet system. The bowl comes with the
nice, man.
Heater.
with the injector.
Round. Just feels round, complete. You take a big inhale. Wow. Man.
What flavor are you getting off of that?
Creamy and tangy.
I got this almost
it was first creamy and then very sour.
Sweet sour first.
I'm
That's
saying
what I
like
got.
lemon cream pie.
Yeah, the lemon was what I got first.
Yeah. I got cream first and then sour, like tanginess.
Yeah, definitely no piney, no peppery, no nothing, but definitely
maybe a little sweet, like a lemon. Yeah, like a lemon cream pie.
That lemon hit fat.
I see where that lemon cream pie is coming from.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like Solid they have like the Starfire cream that's got a orange creamsicle, and then they've got their Super Boof, which
I'll try that one.
Tastes like Super Boof, right?
Nice.
Which is great.
More
Everyone
citrus.
loves.
And so I like this one because it's a little bit different than those. It's just a little bit more lemony. Like
Right.
saying,
Hey.
And it's not the lemon pledge lemony that we usually get, where it's kind of like chemical lemony in a good way.
Like lemon mixed with pine, right?
Yeah. This is like straight up like
Sweet lemon. Like pastry
yeah,
lemon.
like pastry lemon,
Complete.
like lemon zest.
It's a sleeper for
Lemon
sure.
meringue.
There you go.
People that try it definitely come back for it quite often.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started doing the brand ambassador stuff, did that for a while. Reached out to all the companies in the state. I've worked with a few that I won't mention that aren't the best business people. Standard Wellness is one of the best companies I could promote. They have, just like everybody else, problems with their products. They've got good stuff, they've got bad stuff, but I reached out to them back in 2021. Their first outdoor harvest, they let me come up and do photos.
That's so
they
cool.
couldn't pay me to do anything, but they let me come up and, I'd never had a chance to shoot macro photos of live cannabis because I'd just learned how to do macro
What an
photography.
experience.
Wow. And did you
So-
sorry, go ahead.
No, it was really dope because the CEO from Ohio actually came out and was on the ground helping with the harvest. Like he was helping buck flower and take care of
Just
getting everything done. And so I was in shooting. He came in and chatted with me for like an hour.
Wow.
And then invited me to go out to Ohio. So I got to drive out to Ohio with all my gear.
That's so
Spent 4 days at their location out there. They've got they were putting in their indoor grow. They had the indoor greenhouse. They were putting in the indoor grow while I was there. But they've got a manufacturing and process. So they've got their own terp distillation. They've got their own hydrocarbon system. They've got their own hash room. And then
Just the full
everything
setup.
else, gummies and all that kind of stuff, right? So it was really cool to just spend 4 days shooting and experiencing that kind of an environment, right? Because it was an all-encompassing environment.
Sheesh.
So yeah, they're always one of my bigger supporters. I've got some of their indoor strains are hanging on the wall up at the forest right now.
Nice. Shout out to the forest.
Some of their glitter bomb, which I happen to have here.
glitter bomb.
That one
Nice. They're legal in Ohio.
Yeah, so they went medical like 4 or 5 years ago, and then they went rec last year and a half ago.
That's tight. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice photography, man.
I do have some waters in the fridge if anybody's getting a little cotton mouthy.
Dude, I would love one actually.
Yeah, so snag one. It's just those. If somebody wants to grab me one, that would be dope.
Did you want one?
Please.
Might as well, yeah. Thank you.
Mango water. Yeah. Where do we want to go?
Do you ever have trouble?
Do you want to try one of these?
Ooh, these some flavors, man. Some flavors, man.
From the pure or the?
No, just the cans.
Oh, the bubbly.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, man, we usually ask this question. Tell us about your first experience with the plant, like when you came across it.
Well, there's rumor that there was PCP in it.
Okay,
And
that's a story.
I'm after let's just say I experimented with a lot of things in high school. There's a good chance there was PCP in it. It scared me away for 2 years.
I have a similar story, but I'll let you get
I
through
was
yours.
13 with a buddy. We stole it from his brother, went into the shed across the street, and then started tripping so hard I couldn't really function. But 2 years later, hooked up with a buddy, and it started a lifelong journey.
There you go.
So it was like you tried it, was fucking super intense, and then 2 years later, it worked your first time.
Oh, it worked very well my first time.
Okay.
Was it because you stopped?
How old were you said?
No, man, I was tripping. Like looking back.
You said you were 11?
11 or 12.
Okay.
Looking back after doing lots of psychedelics, I was tripping that day.
Yeah.
I was tripping on something. It wasn't just weed.
Yeah.
So
That's all right.
I actually stole
You now.
for my first experience. I was also 12. Stole it from my uncle, and I saw myself in a third person.
Okay.
And I do believe it was the cannabis that did that to me, because it wasn't like, it didn't last hours and hours, or like it was short, probably 15 minutes where this thing happened to me.
I got you.
But a few years later, and it didn't really scare me away. I was smoking at least once a week from that point on till now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was probably a few years from that. It wasn't PCP. My first experience with a gas mask. Have you ever hit a gas mask before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like,
I had the full face, like the kind that wrapped around your head.
Yep,
the latex
this is what this was.
around. Yeah,
this is what this was. It had the straps. What's up, puppy?
Hey, Zuko.
Had the straps and they tightened it on my face and everything. I was 14, you know, so
Sure.
and it was my buddy's neighbor across the apartment way. You know, he lived in these apartments. He said, "Hey, my buddy's got some weed and a gas mask." I was like, "I'm down." We go over there. It's a mess in there. I was just like, "Oh my goodness! Like, what is this place?" They put the gas mask on me. They sprinkle the weed in there, and it's like some weird looking weed, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's kind of dark and like long and like it's you know.
Grab the hot end. There you go. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. And then you just go
hit it like a pipe. Yeah.
Because this is induction, so he
Yeah, this is something
heated it up
I've
from
never
the other
experienced.
bottle.
It's wild.
That's awesome. Because man,
that tastes amazing. Oh my god,
Nothing like it, huh?
the flavor's right there. Wow. Holy shit.
Only problem
Nice.
is it is so small, but
Right.
nice citrus fruit.
Straight fruit.
Really
Anyways,
sharp fruit.
Gas
to it.
mask. They put what I thought was weed in there. I hit it. It was salvia.
that's gross.
Not Sylvia. She's gone.
that's
Salvia.
Yeah, bro. I was gone in another dimension.
Hey.
I became an ant on the dirty floor, like Toy Story, you know, and everything was ginormous, and I was like in A Bug's Life or Ant or like Toy Story, you know, like oh my god, get me out of here! And they said I just got up and like started running around with the gas mask on my face, and they pulled it off, and
Wow.
next thing you know, I was waking up with a cold rag on my forehead.
Oh damn!
But yeah, bro, like,
Oh my god.
what happened to you after you did it? Like, how long did it last? Like,
I don't know. You got to remember that was I'm old.
yeah, a
So
while ago. I mean, this was
I've done a lot of drugs since
Right.
then, and so there's a lot of overlap.
For sure.
I know I tried to go to water polo practice and I couldn't.
Oh, being in water, that's
Dude,
Yeah,
water
like
polo
I was
is
sitting on the side of the pool, like in the stands, just like nah, it's not happening.
my man's just out there just dodging.
having to wade in the water and just,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that'd be intense. It would be intense.
that would be insane. One of my favorite like highs on cannabis was going swimming.
Oh yeah.
And it was around that same time, same apartments, same that swimming pool. You know, I was like,
See, we had a river running through the area surrounding our town down in Delta. We'd
Yeah.
go 15, 20 foot dirt cliff jumping into the river, nice and stoned.
feel like you're flying.
Delta, man. Got some friends that
Hold me
wakeboarding out there
now.
and some jets.
I'm 6
It's
feet
fun.
from the
river out
edge, and
there.
I'm
You want to try that?
Awesome.
I'll try.
Yeah, Delta. That's a nice place to go. Going wakeboarding and some jet
That's the
skiing.
only problem with it. It's just so small, right?
So convenient though.
like a
in
hash
way.
J.
Like,
Right.
look, I could just have to carry the puff car. I just carry that
Warmer than it was when.
Ooh, that's so smooth though.
Right?
Wow.
It
You
is.
don't expect
It's
it to
clean.
be that smooth.
Ooh, that's like so nice, honestly.
That induction
That-
heating.
That is very convenient.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out to Camouflet because their stuff's all on sale right now.
Yeah, oh, shout out.
So
You got a promo code?
I don't have a promo code, but they have like two of these. This is the damn, these things work well. Convector version 2. They have two of these with like mouthpieces and beads and stuff for $100. They've got, this is the XL convector head, which goes on like a larger steel stem, right? That one's $100 with this super capacitor on it. The cool thing about that one is it drops straight into its 14 millimeter bong stem. This one drops into a 10.
Nice.
So you can heat them and run them through water, right?
Yeah.
It's like, the shit blows my mind. I've got a tiny mite, I've got that ball vape, I've got a Solo 3, and I hardly touch any of them because of this system. It's wild.
So in your opinion,
Because it's so versatile too, you know.
Well, yeah, because
You got everything you need right there.
if I'm taking a break at lunch, I can pop out just a little single torch lighter, heat it for 15 seconds, get a big old rip, and then you can just reheat and, you know, have a nice little session like you're smoking a pipe.
Yeah. That's so true. The clean steel. Clean it how you would like any other thing. Yeah, convenient.
So it's been your favorite device to be using out of all three of those.
And it's way better than a stone, because back in the day we used to have the pipes with the stone, and it was like a porous stone that you'd heat up with a torch,
Right.
and then drop your dab on that, and you'd hit it like a pipe, you know. And so that was simple, but this is like way cleaner,
Simpler,
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't fault any of the other vapes because the ball vape, you guys just saw how badass that thing is, right?
That's awesome. That ball.
Instantaneous, just get high if you need to get high.
Yeah.
But like this Tiny Mite, it's one of the higher end vapes. The newer models go for like $350 or something like that, but it's 100% convection, so it's going to be similar concept to all of these, where there's all the heat is coming from heated air hitting the flower instead of the chamber being heated like your Pax, your Da Vinci, all those, right?
So you have that
That's why those.
convection of
That's
that.
why those are subpar devices.
Got you.
I've owned a couple Da Vincis. I've used Pax.
Yeah. True.
But the reason like Stores and Bickle is better is because they have
Stores
that
and
heated
Bickle.
air, right? The Mighty's got the heated air.
Right.
Same with the Solo. It's like 80% convection with slightly heated chamber, and so you're getting just better vapor, better quality vapor, more medicinal vapor,
And the constant engineering too. That's like happening too.
dude,
it's rapidly.
It's
just
a huge
changing.
subculture.
I'm just waiting till like they have a bowl that's completely flat, so you get as much surface area as possible.
I know. It's just like something that just like scathes off.
The whole thing.
Right? Yeah.
The one hit vapor. You know?
Like the laser one.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys seen those? You ever tried that? You probably tried
No,
that.
actually, I've seen it, but I never got a chance to try one of those.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Too. JC had one when he worked at Dragonfly and I was working with him. He showed me like all the samples that they got, and one of them was a laser one. I said, "Oh, dude, I would love to try it."
But it was illegal because it combusted.
Exactly. And so
That's crazy.
But yeah, dude, like that shit was crazy. I looked it up and I was like, this looks wild. Like,
Right.
what the hell? Super sick, honestly. Like in a dark room.
Right. Your wife just looks over. You just summoning
It's
a
like a
portal.
lightsaber. Just turning on a
So
lightsaber.
what do you want to do? An on-demand hit with this?
Now, what is that?
This is the Solo 3.
Yeah, let the people
That's
know
the
what it is.
Okay.
The Solo
riser.
3.
A Riser Solo 3. They're like 230, 240 bucks. It's a Canadian company. Probably one of the longer. They've been around.
Yeah.
Not as long as Stores and Bickle, but almost like 15, 17 years, something
That's
like
some
that.
For a
years.
while.
Yeah. Who wants it?
I'll do it.
Go ahead, Jay Money. Oh.
Nobody's
This is like
speaking up.
the most I've
It's going to
spoken
get to
in
the
a minute.
top.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
Me too. I'm enjoying
And then
every
it's
minute.
going to go down. So once it beeps at the top, start hitting it.
Okay.
Me too.
And then it'll go down and clear, but keep hitting it as long as you want. But yeah, just hit it hard.
that's so
Deep
sick.
lung power.
Deep lung.
Watch that
Something
thing.
that. Oh, this
that thing
guy
go
can
up.
rip.
And if you want to carve it, you got to wiggle it, kind of give it a shimmy to get it out because it sticks. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice food. Oh yeah.
You want to make that little oink oink at the end?
You know what I'm saying?
Super tasty.
Let's go, Jay Money.
Ooh, okay, so you just load up the chamber in there and
Yeah, it's just these little glass. That's why I love this. I've been using this. This was the first vape I bought was the Arizer Solo 2. I've used like 3 or 4 of their other devices.
Got the Matrix perk.
Got a little warm on that one.
nice.
But yeah, it's dope because you just fill up the chamber.
Yep.
And man, I'm pretty stoned.
Nice.
That's a good
Thank you.
little.
This has been a great session.
And you can like preload them too. you
Yeah,
know?
so like I've got this little case that's got all the different.
Yeah.
Oh,
Loads
nice.
and freaking James Bond looking.
You got the
I
little
know.
cigar tips, right, for a little low key action. You got the longer one for more cooling.
It's like tasers.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Because it can be a handheld as well.
Yeah, that's the handheld one.
Yeah, it's got session mode, so you can just put it on like a 15-minute session and you temp step.
Yeah.
Start really low for the terps and then work your way up. It's pretty dope.
Ooh.
But yeah, so
that's
their
really
device
good.
is what got me away from smoking entirely.
I wish I could remember the name.
Smoke cigarettes. I used to, all that nasty shit. I may or not have smoked meth when I was younger, but you know, like
Dude,
Adults now? Come on now. We've all done some dumb shit.
I'm at the point where I want to take care of myself and be
Yeah.
healthy and not smoke anything. Right? I don't
Yeah.
disparage anybody that
Yeah.
consumes their medicine however they need to consume
Right.
it. For me, this is just the best possible way, and I wanted it to be as effective as possible, so I dove deep down the rabbit hole and
I mean, it's awesome because, like,
Clean
we were talking about
devices that
before.
work.
Yeah, like when we were talking about before, it's all about education. You know, and it's just like you've obviously educated yourself to a point where you have the expertise to find all these and like try them out and see how they work, and therefore like we can all spread the word because that was my job for 2-3 years is just like telling people is like, well, you can't smoke it, right? Just like, you gotta vaporize it, and it's just like people who were interested, it was like nice to talk to them because it's just like, look,
They're like, you got some pre-rolls?
I mean, yeah, always, bro. It's like, nah, we don't do that, but we do got this $200 Da Vinci,
$300 Da Vinci.
True,
There you
true.
go.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
the state tax.
But
But like when we got stores in Bickle, because it was like stores in Bickle wasn't here for
a long time.
probably like 2 years.
Wow. It's like half the market.
Yeah, dude, it's just like there was just no quality vaporizers unless people went to
That's
smoke shops.
crazy.
Even
dude.
smoke shops, that's the problem, right? People go to smoke shops. There's stores in Bickle for $400. There's a Da Vinci or a PAX for $300, and then you've got like a fucking Wolf or Yocan or
Yeah.
some shit.
Some shit
right?
that's gonna
It's
die
like
in
60
3
bucks.
months.
It doesn't even work. It doesn't vaporize the flower effectively, and so people are like, vaporizing doesn't work. It's like, well,
Right.
no. You just bought a piece of shit and expected it to not be a piece of shit. And that's the unfortunate thing is you've got to spend a little bit of money to get something that works, which is why I was so stoked about this, because they're just wanting people to vaporize. They're like, here, $30, get it in your hands, use it, stop smoking.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty dope.
Clean.
I
Vaporizing,
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Vaporizing has been, and it's the legal way here too. And if people can
This
jump
one, right?
on that and start to understand the hardware behind it, I mean, people would jump on it 100%. More education. That's it. That's the other part.
The dope thing about it
said.
too is with these, you get that feel, especially like we haven't even hit this one yet.
Yo,
Damn, let's do that.
come on, baby.
You get the new school technology of dry herb vaporization, but you've got that analog feel of passing something around again that feels more joint like or pipe like or blunt like or whatever you want to call it, right?
Right.
Because like we got to get this one into the
It's more a little like ceremonial and like easier to pass around.
Right.
I've actually used less flour and less concentrate since I started using these because I'm more intentional with it instead of like. That's the one downfall of the ball vape is you can just fucking hit that thing all day long. Like you can just literally leave it on and just hit it until you're out of weed.
Yeah. That thing will heat it up. It is nice.
Yeah, it's so convenient. You're just like, okay.
Especially if you're home all
Oh,
day.
that's right. I remembered that first bowl that we had was the Zuka juice.
Pure
Super
plants.
juice.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're 2.1. They're strawberry 2.1.
Yeah, that shit was
Stellar. Tasty, man.
Which one?
He said, which one?
That one is
No,
tasty.
no, check this out.
And they just did a concentrate to that too.
There goes.
Oh, you got that.
Nice. You got the
Yeah.
top bud. You got their tops. Cause
And let's just stop and give props to Pure Plan because guess how much this was?
let's go.
$80. Not on sale. And so you catch it on a sale, it's $60 quarter for something that looks like this instead of other brands that charge that much for it.
4 and 8. Right. Exactly.
Yep.
I hear you. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
They're one of my favorites too because they're local. They They actually hired me a while back too. They were one of the other ones. Like I like to give props to the people that support me, and they're one of the ones that
And the real people,
support
you know
me.
what I mean? Like,
Yep.
And that's
people
what the
that are
mission
there
is.
for the culture and like the plant itself.
Facts. And that's what we're doing with UCC. Highlighting.
What did you call the other ones earlier?
Oh man, you're asking me to remember something before
Yeah.
we started this shit.
Yeah. Earlier you called them the I don't know. You were talking about like the big executives that like don't give a shit.
Everything wrong with corporate cannabis?
Yeah.
All that?
Yeah. Corporate cannabis. That's what you called it.
What would you?
So this is a sleeper.
This is the sleeper.
Another one like that strawberry bubbles where it's just like, what? What's going on?
The sleeper.
Strawberry bubble.
That was,
Which one is this one?
This is Mr. Big stuff.
Mr. Big Stuff.
I went up, it's a standard wellness indoor that I went up and shot last year. So it's a little older. But when I went up, they were like, yeah, you don't need to come up and take pictures of this one. It doesn't look that good. And I was like, oh, I'm bored and I want to take pictures of weeds, so let's go. It's one of the most unique looking flowers. There's pictures of it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
The bud structure, everything about it was just like, I've never seen anything like it. It was so cool. And then the flavor on this is, the top terp is linalool, which
Ooh. Interesting.
right?
Did you say linalool?
Yeah.
I did.
Nice. Did you say linalool?
That's all you.
Nah. Can't be falling asleep at the wheel. There's plenty of times because I would go up there all the time to do UCC. Plus, I was always in Salt Lake.
Gotcha.
I was working up there, and we would just get so blitzed. I'd be driving back.
Damn.
Oh my gosh! Like this is
It's a nice little woody,
wild.
oaky.
No lavender in there.
Yeah. Almost got like a nutty almost taste to it.
Yeah.
A little more on that.
That is like very herbally,
Yeah.
lavender, almost rosemary.
And that thing is so smooth.
It's clean. It's
Very
a nice
smooth.
little thing, man. Steel's the way to go too. Glass is cool, but it just be breaking. Glass just breaks so much, man.
Nah, I just need to get it a little bit toastier. Like I said, I'm still getting my technique with the inductor down because you got all the
Yeah,
way up
everything
to
works
28
differently
volts.
too. You're like, okay, this one's a little longer. This
Some of
one's
them need a little
shorter.
bit of a higher.
I'm sure it's one of those things like how many times you maybe rotate it, where on the sides, what has cooled down. I'm sure there's some mechanics to it once you get it
Right.
down for sure.
But it's just, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I was sucking on that. Wow, that thing was good, man.
Yeah, that's I mean like that's so tasty, dude. It's insane.
It was like $30 an eighth at the forest down in Springville for a long time.
Yeah, I definitely get like a woody,
And so
almost nutty for sure.
That's what they used to be in Springville.
Nice. You ever been shadow banned for your account?
you know
posting
what's
cannabis?
crazy? You know what's crazy? No, I've never been shadow banned until
Oh, that's good.
I had a pet photography page that wasn't doing anything for years, and so I turned it into a woodworking page for my pipes and stems. And I posted on Reddit in that vaporizer forum, and then like the next day, my woodworking account and Camouflet's account on Instagram both got whatever you call it, flagged, shut down.
Shut down.
I had to.
Could
I
even
had
like
to-
appeal or
No, I had to appeal it just to get
Yeah.
it back. But I'm like, there's no mention of cannabis. There's no anything
Right.
on that page. And for theirs to go down to, I wonder if it was just somebody on Reddit being somebody on Reddit. You know?
Yeah, it's wild because like one thing I've noticed a trend on like Instagram is like you have these accounts that are like years and years, right? That build up their cannabis business or their page, and all of a sudden just get shut down, and then you're just like, wait, but these other people can post this, can post that, can post this on this forum or this chat. Yeah, we're over here having to step in or post for educational purposes.
Hold it like a spliff.
Oh shit.
That's what those ones are carved for.
J Money, I got a split for you, mate. You got a split.
Blood.
Hold it like a.
Well, I mean, the beauty of it is you can pinch it like
That's
today,
clean.
You want to pinch
The
it,
ergonomics of that is clean.
right? Yeah.
When I'm old, that's what you need. Because you can't be packing and rolling, you know what I mean? You got to just have the your fingers got to be able to curve on it. You know, my hands are going to be struggling, pinching the J, right, when I'm old. And the J's going to fall on my hand. I'm going to be really mad. I'm going to yell at one of my grandkids to come pick it up off the floor.
Right.
So would you say it's been a success with like cannabis posting online and kind of like dodging that, and then kind of like, because you're on the educational side or you're documenting?
Well, yeah, you've gotta get rid of all the keywords, right? That are gonna get you flagged.
Yo, he's giving you guys some game right now. That's some game right there, y'all.
Yeah, but weirdly, I've had that account for 5 years and it hasn't been.
That's awesome.
Like I had a professional account for a bit, and I just decided I didn't want to deal that much with it. But
Yeah.
But the experience, it goes back to that passing a joint around.
Yeah. That woodwork hits different when you can hit something that naturally forms to you as a human rather than you as a human trying to form something, you know what I mean? It almost meets together in the middle.
Mm-hmm. We just hit this. Let's see. You hit it. He hit it. I hit it. You hit it.
We all hit it.
That's how much flour we were hitting there.
Bro, that's a
Then we'll just turn that into some butter and make some.
Like nothing. So it's quite efficient.
Yes, very
Yeah. It works.
It's become my go-to for my out and about if I just need to medicate really quickly. Because I still treat it like medicine. You know, I'm coming at it with the attitude that it's medicine in case somebody decides to fuck with me. I can just be like, look, I've got a med card. I've got a reason. I'm doing it legally.
Exactly. All your bases are covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's something I didn't have for 20 years, right? I out in the garage smoking a bong and, you know, come in the house and wondering if the smell's leaking out to the neighbors and, you know, little kids in the house. And so you don't want any attention whatsoever. And now I can, well, my kids are old too, but
well, we're trying to
stigma.
We're trying to change that as well.
My kids, once we got the med card, we educated our children immediately. It's been a constant education for them.
As it should, yeah.
And they have a very good perspective on what cannabis is, what it should be for. They understand.
Well, they see an example, like how much it's helped their father, too.
Right. But they're also understanding that maybe at a younger age, their brain should develop a little more before they decide to delve into it.
Versus hiding it, striking their curiosity.
Like I was, right.
Yeah.
What's the best way to go about it?
Because the more you hide it from them, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, well, the curiosity strikes, you start to creep in, and then all of a sudden, versus like, yeah, I'd rather have, you know, in the future, my own kid come smoke with me, you know what I mean, than be smoking out with people. Because in our previous episodes, we talk about things like set and setting.
Right.
You know, things like if you've smoked before and you've had a bad experience, what was your setting like? Who were you around? Who were you with?
Where were you at in your life?
You know what I mean? So we kind of talk about things like that and just spreading that education even to youth, you know, hoping to hear that message too. And so that's a good one for sure, especially as like I'm a first time dad. You know, I got a little 1-year-old, you know, we got a couple dads. Actually, the crew is like a bunch of uncles and dads, you know, but we're just out here breaking that stigma along with you on that too. So thank you for paving the way, man.
Yeah.
I probably would be a dad if I, you know, was physically able.
Just a fur dad.
I don't have any control over my children borrowing my cannabis-themed clothing and wearing it to school, but I definitely encourage it.
Just like cookies and just like standard. There you go. I'm saying the standard, teacher.
Did you have flour that you wanted to?
If you guys want to keep smoking,
I mean, I won't ever stop.
I won't ever stop either.
But I just got this, so we can
usually
do
this
this again.
happens in the office. We need to try this Brucey fruit, actually.
Dude, I'm with the Brucey fruit.
Whatever, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, one of the things that changed our perspective was going to the Emerald last year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the Emerald Cup. And
Yeah, that was my first event.
talking about
Even though I've been,
concentrate.
in love with cannabis for a long time now, it's just like to
Yeah, some
actually go to an event like that.
Humboldt, some white thorn rose, some temple walls. Yeah,
No,
it
I
was
remember
just,
watching your videos from it and just being like, damn it, I'm not there.
Yeah, we gotta take a Utah Hall man next time. That's the goal. And the thing is just to spread, showing that Utah is not
There yet?
there yet, but can
Right.
get there.
Yeah, the potential.
What can we avoid that all the other states are sucky?
Yeah, and I'm trying to like throw events ourselves. You know what I mean?
Do you think Flame the Flower will ever be a thing out here?
That's a tough one. I don't know that it really will be until recreational, and even recreational is going to be a weird
Yeah,
thing in Utah when
that's
it goes national. So
That's a slow leak for sure.
that's part of why I just decided to lean into it and go hardcore with vaping, because I don't need to fuck with the police anymore.
It's true.
Yeah.
And if there's some science too, right, that can prove certain ways to consume the medicine efficiently, not only for your body, like maybe vaporizing is that way. Maybe there are rising sciences that show that gasoline or flame it has carcinogens, but smoking has been here for thousands of years too, right?
Well, and it's accessible.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like, I'm sure you guys follow Cannabis on
Oh my
Instagram,
gosh, she's
right?
awesome.
She's like one
You
of
just
the
bought her
best.
book.
One of the best cannabis
I
scientists
pre-ordered
out there.
her book. Yeah.
I need to get that
we
book
went to
too.
the same school.
But yeah, so she talks about that on one of her posts, where it's like, it's this much to get a vaporizer, and she's got a nice dryer vape. I can't remember, it's a ball vape of some sort, but
Yeah.
I know cannabis.
she's like, it costs this much, or you can go out and get a pack of papers for $2,
and that's what most do.
or an apple. I mean,
Right.
I was an apple guy.
I was an
Yeah, I had an apple
I
tree
was
in
with
my
you. I was an
backyard,
aluminum can. I was with you, I did something,
My first time was out of an aluminum can, and I did not get high.
potatoes on potatoes, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever smoked out of a snowball? Because you haven't lived unless you smoked.
I smoked out of a snowman, a bomb, a snow bomb.
That's a new one.
Just a snowball. Like, you just pack a snowball and carve your bowl, and
Yeah.
it stays cold
Just
enough.
stays-
Nice. Snowbird. Years at Snowbird.
That's definitely. I didn't even think about that, but that's
Regardless.
definitely a snowboarder thing.
Oh,
It's old ski.
that's a new one. Hey, wifey, we hit the slopes. Let's go. Do you like snowboarding?
Oh yeah, I've been doing it for 30 plus years.
Wow.
My uncle actually sold his shirts and snowboard for a little bit, jamming on tie dye,
I've never been.
like the
Really?
V
I've
tie dye.
snowboarded before.
Yeah,
I should
worked,
go, huh?
worked at the resorts a bit back when I was younger.
That's awesome.
It's definitely something that I
It's a
can't
thing.
really go without. I have
Yeah.
to do it occasionally, or I go a little crazy.
I notice a lot of stoners are snowboarders and skaters.
Snowboarders, skaters, rock
They're one with nature.
Well, it's cool too, because there's studies that have recently come out that have dispelled the whole stoner laziness myth, right?
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
They're
What?
showing that stoners are actually more active and more fit than the average people.
Well, you'd be
Right.
surprised how many people are on it and not even say anything, that have lived through society for the past
In the
10,
stoner
20
closet?
years. Right. They're just like, I'm high right now, but I just play it off so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now they're just open and can be open about it.
This is that Brucey fruit.
Brucey fruit. Those pearls look awesome.
a little bit more. Problem I have with this, because I don't have a dab right temp thermometer, whatever you want to call it.
You can't
So you
really
gotta
eat it from the
count.
bottom, huh?
So I'm counting and talking at the same time, and it doesn't work. So I'm usually coming up short because I don't want to scorch it. Right?
This ain't working.
It's hitting the steel and giving
Yeah,
a weird
it's-
reading.
That says like 260, 300.
She's giving off some vapors there. Yeah, I need to get
Dab right.
one that just sits
Points down.
I was using my kitchen thermometer. It would get up to 400, but then I killed it. Just straight died.
Damn.
It's weird. It almost got like a high chew, almost like fruit,
Which
like
flavor?
quick. That's a good one.
The mango one. I'm just kidding. I haven't drinking
Something. Wow.
Bubbly.
the bubbly.
Juicy fruit.
Nice. I like that
That's
one.
good.
I really like that one.
I wonder what the cross is on that. Genetics, man. So
it was a
important.
standard grow? Juicy fruit was? Yeah.
Outdoor.
Juicy fruit.
Last year's outdoor.
And Bruce Banner.
Dude, they had one this
wonder.
year from the greenhouse. It was Now and Later's.
Ooh, now and later's, man. That now and later. That's
It was another
apple.
one of those.
Yeah.
It was only like 14%, so nobody would buy it until it was really cheap on sale.
It's the
But
apple and banana times jet fuel.
it was like, I think it's a Skittles cross or something like that, or I don't remember. But it tastes like candy. You just straight candy, and you'd get nice and
candy
toasty, and then
turds.
20 minutes later, it would just come around and smack you upside the head again.
Nah.
It was fantastic.
Now and later.
What's been one of your favorite standard strains in the last year? I'm sure there's been a fun.
Glitter Bomb, Blue Zushi,
Oh, you're right. Skittles and
the Lemon Cherry Gelato Cap Junkie,
Oh, the cap junkie.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting.
and a Cap Junkie Permanent Marker Cross. That one was.
Permanent marker. That was
Yeah,
a solid
I had
one
it.
for
Oh,
sure.
did you have the
Hawaiian Rain. Permanent marker. Dude, I knew you were going to say that.
Is that Rituals,
That's one
right?
of my favorites.
Nice.
Their Chimera Junkie recently was pretty solid as well. Murder Mitten from them was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Go hard
standards.
to the
Let's see
extent.
what else.
There you go.
Trying to think of what I got here. Probably the Glitter Bomb has been my favorite. But the Blue Zushi,
Blue Zushi, man.
they had it for like $40 eighths because it's under 23%. And then when it's on sale, it's like $25 an eighth. So
That's
stock up, right?
yeah, it's fire.
It's a Skittles strain. It tastes like candy as well. It's stony as shit.
Skittles, man. What a wave. Z.
No,
The Gittles.
I like how everybody like within the last year and a half has really stepped up the game like a
Yeah.
ton. I feel like
That consumer awareness, too, kind of chimes into when people start to know what they want, you know, kind of like know the flavors. And not only that, what the standard is for themselves. You know, they're not willing to go lower than what they want. You know, some people are like,
Is that how it's been for you?
Well, when you go and you get something, you're like, I don't know if I want to try that again.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to go here. And then once you hit that, you're like, that's my go-to now.
Yeah.
And to like get something better or just as good, you know? But you're not going to go back to maybe that first experience because sometimes you're like,
I think it's so
it's
funny
back full circle though
to
sometimes.
see how the whole culture sways in a way where it's like, oh, flavor is like the flavor of the month or whatever, you know, like everybody's like, oh, now I want some candy terp. You
Gush
know?
Mints is one of the most overrated strains this state has seen. Period.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't care. Yeah,
We need a blue lobster.
come on.
Ooh.
That's what I'm chasing right now.
I will say I stopped. I had a strain list that I started from 2020.
Nice.
I had like an Excel sheet. I've still got it, but I kind of stopped adding to it at
We gotta,
300.
we gotta,
Yeah, there's no way I
gotta
could
get
do that.
that.
dude.
But I'm at about
That would be
330
insane.
Utah strains.
That's impressive.
That's not counting rosin
Right,
and
right.
resin and all of the
What?
concentrates. That's just flour.
Flour.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a
Because
lot
I
of genetics.
was there from the beginning.
Right.
I got to try all the. There was one. So you talk about the magic where it's got that CBG in it, right?
Yeah.
There was one tricad called Abaddon. It was
Preach.
10% THC, 13% CBD. It was fucking amazing.
CBD,
I
that
bought
high
at least a half
Felt
ounce
like
of
your
it.
lungs were gonna fly out of your
And
chest. You're just like,
it was nobody bought it because it was only 10% THC, right?
Right.
So they wouldn't grow it anymore, and it went away. Same thing happened with Dragonfly. They put out the white CBG flower, and it didn't have THC in it. Nobody wanted it because it wouldn't get them high, so it went away. So Dragonfly's coming back with the magic. Meredith said that they were bringing out something with high CBD too, but I haven't
Nobody cares about the entourage effect here, bro. Everyone's like, oh, they're buying THC,
highest
so we gotta
percentage
sell.
sativa. I need the highest percentage sativa right now.
Oh, here's some crap.
Well, see, that's the thing though, right? It's like associating like a high percent THC.
Honestly, that's one of the coolest things about vaping is percentage does not fucking matter.
Yeah.
Right.
At all.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Let's go.
That strawberry bubbles, 14%. Stony as shit, tastes delicious, does exactly what you need it to. Like, occasionally I'll get a high percentage that I'm like, okay. Like
Knocks your socks off.
30%. And it did a good job, but it wasn't like overwhelmingly better than like the strawberry 2.1.
Right.
And it's what, 20?
Yeah, see, I shot based off terpenes and cannabinoid profile. I start adding up the terpenes and I'm like, eee.
See, I'm at the point where I'm just like, man, I just want to try. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I might look up parent strains and look up some lineage and stuff like that on Seed Finder and get, like, I know I like this parent, so I know I'm going to, but it's more of just an adventure for me anymore.
100%. And these people are
trying new stuff,
bro.
And they're growing too.
So much.
The genetic libraries of these processors are growing. These dispensaries are growing. Only more will come, and only more introduction of genetics will come with that. You got different processors that are doing clones and seeds and experimenting with different types of strains that might fit. Who knows? Maybe the market just changes and everyone's like, the strains we got to grow is specifically just for Utah. Maybe it's like, man, Utah is the Gushman's strain, the strain of the mother strain that changed the scene, where in some states it's like a different strain, right? So it's interesting to see where Utah's going to go in terms of genetics. I hope it expands. Maybe some sativas down in
It's always going to expand, especially when, we get home grown.
Ooh,
Do you think that's a possibility?
some homegrown.
Give us your...
Every state surrounding us is homegrown.
Pessimistic, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old and jaded.
It's all right. Give us your opinion. It matters.
I don't see anybody in charge giving that much of a shit anytime soon.
Do you think we have any power in like speaking up and like making enough noise?
I used to.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't really want to get overly political, but I don't really agree with a lot of stuff that's going on, and I don't know.
Especially
I don't think the people in charge in Utah have our best interests at heart.
100%.
And so I don't really think they're going to listen to us no matter how loud we are. Because, they just don't give a shit. They don't care. They're pretty stoked that the program's working, but they also don't really want this program to exist.
Succeed, right?
They don't want it to exist.
Yeah.
Let alone succeed. They didn't want this in the first place.
Changing amendments last minute to the bill.
We got an absolutely butchered version of what we were supposed to get, and we're lucky to have gotten that. But they don't want this.
Yeah.
Like, they're not happy that this is successful.
Right.
They've got a lot of money just from the state fees from it and everything, but they're not really stoked on it.
Right.
But if you look at the amount of money that's moving through the system, I think that's where they're able to justify it in their conscience, right? They're like, well, what is it, like 6-7 million a month or something like that?
People are forking their money for this.
Right. I haven't looked at the stats on the state website recently, but I mean, it's ridiculous how much is being spent with the amount of patients that we have. If they actually looked at it and thought, hey, let's expand this, let's add some home grow, let's add, flame to flower, stuff like that, you'd see a bigger program with more money moving through it.
Small batch, small boutique.
Let's give some more growers
more licenses.
Let's
cap it at small.
But now we have like Schedule 3 knocking on our door. Would you give us your feelings about that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as a lot of the people in the industry. It's just going to create more of a clusterfuck.
Those corporate people that you were talking about, or gives them the opportunity to win and use their patents and sell you pills rather than flower. They're like, oh, this is THC pill. That's it.
Right.
This is your CBD pill.
Right. No, I don't know.
We
don't want the spray packs.
freedom.
Said
need
not
to-
reschedule,
option.
deschedule.
Yeah, we need to deschedule it because rescheduling is just going to make it more murky, right? Like right now, we're obviously illegal, federally, and everybody's okay with that. Once it becomes federally kind of legal, it's going to become a shit show.
Yeah, because the money.
Who's going to decide
talks.
what's okay and what's not? It's the people with the money.
Yeah.
And that means we're going to be left out in the dark, and we're going to be paying more for shittier product.
I feel like it'll come like full circle too. I was
Big
listening.
pharma, dog.
Yeah, the other day where it was like cannabis has to go through this prohibition, and then it has to go through this mass market, and then it has to shrink back again to being like small craft again, where it comes back full circle, where you're like, it follows the trail of what alcohol was in a sense. Now you got all these craft beers in Utah, and shout out to Utah, man. We got some good craft beers, man.
We have some of the
like
best
our beer.
breweries.
We have
Yeah.
had some good beer in Utah for
I like our beer.
20 plus years, 30
Yeah.
years, man. We've
Shout
had
out.
good beer. Like ever since Wasatch Brewery
Salud.
and Uinta Brewery came on the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, some OGs.
Late 90s.
OGs.
Yeah.
Late 90s is that when they rose?
Yeah, the first time I went to Wasatch Brewery up in Park City was New Year's 96. I think. Yeah, I was 18.
Shout
I didn't
out.
drink.
My first New Year's, dude.
Let's go.
I was born in May '96.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was probably drinking beer too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm drinking beer.
Yep.
Pints. No,
That's the Czech way,
that's
dude.
awesome. I didn't even know they were that. They started like that.
Yeah. And it's wild too, because you got not only beer, but you got like coffee, out here in Utah too,
Yeah.
soda, all these flavors.
Yeah, the swig. Like,
Gotta get the pipe out.
Let's go.
I've been wanting to pipe too.
My life.
And see, with this super capacitor, you can get it going, and it's, like you're passing a pipe around. You don't have to heat it that much.
right.
It gets going.
Thank you.
What is this flower?
This is the Pop Rocks Gumbo.
Nice.
It's reminiscent of a lot of good hash that I've had.
Shout out to Hash. Shout out to the hash makers.
That little bit of rubber on the back of the tongue.
Yeah, dude.
And that's what's crazy about these is the flavor is all the convection, right? It's flavor country without the Marlboro. Hi, Zuko.
Zuko.
Hey,
He's a fire
shout
lord.
out.
Zuko. They're making a new movie.
Are they?
Yeah, or a TV show or something.
Nice.
This is the Purple Heart. I just steel lined all these pipes now. Like they're dialed in.
Inside.
Yeah.
Just
So
makes
like
it so much easier just to like clean.
5mm inlet, 8mm inlet, and you can just clean it with a bottle brush or a straw brush, right? Bust it out real quick. Just send a big shipment off to
It's delicious.
their warehouse, so they're all available online.
What's your favorite thing to photograph? Is it the hash, the beauty of the oils? Is it the flower and
Trichome.
the trichomes?
Honestly, close-up trichomes are pretty hard to beat.
Jeez, nothing
Here's
like
the
that
problem.
resin in there,
Here's the
man.
problem, though. I can't get close enough, right? I've got a lens that does 5x macro, so 5 times life size. That's where you're seeing the ones on my page that are like just you're seeing the bulbous heads everywhere, right? I want to get 10 and 20x like Candid Kush and
Zoom
Stein
Gardens,
Farm
those
and these
guys,
guys
yeah.
where you're seeing the actual cell
Head.
structure in the
Yeah.
in
You
the
see the
stalk.
one that looked like a
Abscission.
moon the other day?
The stalks.
What was that,
the
Candid?
heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It looked like a moon. And he was taking needles to the heads and
Oh, that's
popping
Zoom
them.
Gardens.
Zoom Gardens.
Oh,
Zoom Gardens is
The
the
one
one
with the needles, yeah.
Yeah, he just pokes at it and he like has the abscissions and
that's
how
the
these
thing.
are all.
You have to
formed.
One looked like a
understand
Disney head because
how hard that is. Like, pick up a bud and look at a trichome with your naked eye.
Right. Let alone a good trichome.
It's a crystal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
You gotta get a tiny
it's a
needle.
little tiny reflective thing. And so he's looking at that through basically a microscope, and he's got to coordinate his needle to come in at the same point and touch that trichome. That's insane.
That is insane.
And then take pictures.
Well, and then to get into the picture end of the thing, you're focus stacking like 200 something images to get that one shot.
To get that one shot.
It's wild.
And
Dude,
then taking
stacking
those
is
shots,
crazy, bro. That's a whole nother thing in
That is some
itself.
work.
Can you like tell us more about stacking? Like for the people that don't know about photo stacking?
The best way to describe it that I've ever found is it's kind of like an MRI.
Yeah. That's a great
Right? So
explanation.
you've got a
Never
three-dimensional
even heard of it.
object, and I'm on one side of it.
Yeah.
And from the distance from my lens to that object, there's one point in that object that's in focus.
Yeah.
But at a macro level, you can't get the whole thing in focus. It's just the optics don't allow it. So you get on this rail that automatically moves a certain step each time. You can program it to all the way down to like 1 micron. Yeah.
That's high.
Yeah. And so you put it on that rail, you set your step distance and how far you want it to go from the front of the object to the back of the object. And it just takes slices of focus throughout that entire object. And then you take software and it takes all the focused parts and stacks it into one focused object. That's why the flower looks so good.
Yeah.
Right? Because you see people take pictures and it's like, there's a trichome that's in focus and everything else is out of focus.
Right.
Yeah. And it's because optics don't allow you to do that properly.
Right.
So yeah, there's a little bit of tech and a little bit of science behind it.
Yeah.
It's
easy
cool
to-
if you're a nerd.
Right.
Even
It's
if you're
easy to
not, like
nerd
it's
out,
super
but-
interesting.
Well, yeah.
Like all of my stuff, like all the backgrounds in my shots are all in camera. I don't Photoshop stuff in. So like I like playing with gels and throwing.
Yeah.
Like, you see the different colors blending in
Lighting
the
and
background,
stuff.
right? You're seeing actual color theory happen.
Nice.
I got a photo degree, so I'm a nerd about all that kind of stuff.
Well, there you go.
I love
folks.
that shit.
That passion, man.
That's magic. Well, one, you're bringing something that's so censored, that has been censored, and still is continuing to be censored, right? Out of anything and everything, right? In this political stage, I would say I'm fighting for cannabis, because it saved my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to see people locked up for it, to see people not have access for it, or to see people be like, man, this helps with the burn on my face or my cancer potentially. So even having people that document and log that for the masses to see and understand, like, this is just a plant that's as normal as you posting your tomatoes.
Right.
Which also have trichomes.
Yes.
Also have trichomes. Bro, I saw another plant. I can't remember what it was, but
So
it
just
had a
thank
ton of
you.
trichomes, and they put a gummy bear on it.
Yeah.
And the plant ate the gummy bear. Like the trichomes came around and like slowly like ate the gummy bear.
I won't say whose flower. I've seen bugs encased in trichomes in flour where the trichomes have just enveloped them.
He's gonna say whose flower right now.
Eating
3,
it, they
2,
just got
no,
so
I'm kidding.
drunk in the trichomes.
Dang.
The flower I don't buy.
Right.
But I just want to
One
say
of them.
thank you. Yeah, just thank you for documenting and logging and when it's and posting and creating this open gallery essentially for people to see the beauty of what cannabis is. When pages show what cannabis is on Instagram or all these social media, it's beautiful. I think it's awesome. You see the trichomes, especially when you're a vet in the game. That speaks of game to it too.
It saved my life too. So I'm extremely passionate about cannabis.
Yeah.
No, we thank you.
Yeah, that's what we admire about you, honestly, man. The fact that you are actually involved in the culture.
Right.
Yeah, not that you're
Part of
good
the
at just
culture.
good at what
Exactly.
you do, but like you actually
see it here,
love
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. You've heard it here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's being a steward. Yeah.
yeah.
I like to educate. I've made a lot of stupid decisions in my life, and stupid decisions are there for you to learn from and help other people avoid, right?
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be where you are now without those stupid decisions, man.
Exactly. So I'm in a position where I have power over the education I can give people about cannabis because it's legal now.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot more, I can talk to them about vaporizing. There's my wife had a coworker who got a med card, and she was just taking like 150 milligram edibles, you know, super high tolerance, and it wasn't doing it for her.
Right.
But she was scared to vaporize because she had been a drug addict. She'd had pill addiction, you know, illegal pills that she got prescribed by a doctor. Ended up getting hooked, having some very serious issues. And so
it happens
she and her husband were both very concerned about smoking it because of the stigma behind cannabis being a gateway drug, behind, you know, cannabis being
But still getting the effects from, well, trying to at least.
Right. And so we actually went over, I mean, it was like home teaching, right? We went over and sat down with them.
That's awesome.
And we discussed why inhaling is what she needed to do because of the onset factor, because of the fact that her high dose edibles weren't doing it for her.
Might be liver enzymes.
You know? Exactly. I can take 500 milligrams. I'll feel it. I'll have a decent time, but edibles just aren't my thing.
Yeah,
right?
I'm the same way.
I can vape flower and get high every single time. And so being able to sit down and discuss that with her and say, look, you get that full entourage effect. You get all of the cannabinoids, all of the terpenes. You get everything out of the plant. You're not just getting what they want to put in the gummy. Right.
Yeah.
And it completely changed the way that she medicated, and her life improved drastically after that.
Preach.
That's great, man.
And that's the mission right there. That's literally the mission. That's the mission.
Yeah, changing that stigma and just letting people have an open space for it. Like, you know, having a conversation with someone who's educated on it. I think that's the best way.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like in a sketchy place and they're like obviously gets them just like, oh, this is not gonna be right.
Someone you can trust, someone you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the best.
And that's leading by that example too, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that you want to educate not only your brothers, your sisters, your friends, you know, because you want to put them on something that is this medicinal great thing. Like, hey, you don't have to keep doing that. Let me provide this alternative.
That's one of the coolest things about this, is I've been able to educate my parents. They watched me struggle with drugs when I was younger, and so there was obvious concern, right? But I'm able to use the science behind it, use the studies that are out there, and just be like, this is medicine. It's no different than any other medicine. If I have a high tolerance for psych meds, I need to take a high dose of psych meds. Just because I'm using a lot of cannabis doesn't mean I'm a stoner. I just need a higher dose than normal people do.
Exactly. You don't tell an insulin patient that means they're taking too much.
Sense.
Exactly.
That does make
It's medicine. And that was Cannabis Kim. I can't own that one. She completely taught me that one.
Hey,
there you go. Shout out Cannabis Kim.
Each one teach one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, it's that whole movement that they're in with the whole weird brains, right? But like trying to normalize high dose cannabis users as just people needing medicine instead of just stoners who are trying to hit dabs all day long.
Right. Like I was watching someone the other day on Twitter, and she was talking about how she sometimes has to take and her Puffco into the restroom sometimes because her fibromyalgia flares up at random moments, and the instant hit of the cannabis or the concentrate through the Puffco is what helps to relieve it. So she was saying that through that, it may look like someone to her that she's like needing it, right? And she's constantly having to get high, but she doesn't know it's going to flare. So she has to have it on hand with her as her medicine. So definitely relates to that education, definitely relates back to the photography, definitely relates back to who you are as you are, Randall, you know what I mean? So we appreciate that. So just thankful to
you
to
guys
hear
are the ones that
man.
are doing the work, you know. I just post pictures occasionally when I'm not feeling mentally unwell.
Yeah.
You guys are out there doing more educating than I am, so keep it going.
Just continuing the mission,
together, man. We all
keep it going.
We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, bro, you are.
Thank you.
I try to be.
You always got a seat.
try
You
to
always
be
got a seat, man, to come on the cast and
You're a Utah,
educate.
you're a UCC educator.
Yeah, you know. So
I can get on board with that.
yeah, it's
well, and all
what we need.
the photos you take are magic. You know, they come to life. They're not just regular photos. You know, they're not just things that you can post. These things are actually, when you see it, you see it. You know what I'm saying? It's
I got
different.
something over there for you guys. That's
You know, so
so in school, I got a fine art degree, so we did a lot of weird, all sorts of crazy stuff, right? And in school, I used to do a lot of alternative processing. So like historic process, darkroom printing from the 1800s, all that chemistry and shit, right? And so I took macro photos and printed those in a I used my office as my dark room. So I have a dark room there and then developed everything out here. But you guys get to choose through those too.
Wow.
I'm sick.
Manskis, let's go.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Magic.
I'm excited.
Wow. Thank you, Randy. We appreciate you. Let's go. Y'all heard it here.
Yeah.
The crew is here tonight with Randyl. We cooking up some magic, talking about photography, talking about the career, talking about cannabis in Utah.
Talking about the people that drive.
This is all
drive
you?
that cannabis in Utah. People that drive the industry. And we're looking at some magnificent photos right now. What? Oh, those are sick, dude.
What? Wow.
That's awesome, man.
Wow, I love cannabis art, y'all. This is art.
Beautiful.
This is some art. Wow. You know, it becomes scary because you want to document so much and then you're like, gosh, this is the reason why they should allow home grow, man.
So, I mean, hey.
Wow.
It's just another perk.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's, so that's how they did it in the 1800s, you're saying? Like,
Yeah, so the process is called cyanotype. It's where blueprints came from.
I don't think I heard of those.
So like blueprints, you know, for buildings and stuff like that. Actual blueprints.
Yeah, I get you.
They came from this process where you mix it's ferric and ammonic. It's iron.
Dude, this is so sick.
And you mix two parts together, you stir it up, and then you coat the paper, let it dry, put your negative on, expose it, and then develop it in water.
Man,
So like the first woman who ever made a photography book, her name is Anna Atkins. She did an entire book she did a whole bunch of plant life, and she would lay it on the paper and then expose it.
She did
But it was like
cannabis?
1840s or something like that. So this is kind of an homage to her, you know, being the first female photography book maker and all that kind of stuff, using cyanotype plant photos.
that's amazing,
Great job,
dude. Wow.
We got to use that art history information for something, right?
Yeah,
man. That's I love that. I love information like that.
All right.
Shows you pay attention for sure, bro.
All right. Well,
Hey man, let's be honest. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't use cannabis to get through school. I was undiagnosed with PTSD and bipolar,
Yeah.
and without cannabis, I wouldn't have graduated. But I got through it
there you go.
every day.
Gosh, that's what I was missing in college. I should have
For
just
real.
done that in school, and I think I would have got through it.
My last class was through
I jumped out.
ecology. I had to
jumped
take it
out.
through BYU because I had graduated from UVU.
Nice.
But to take that class to do the tests, I had to go to the testing center at BYU. So I'd pull up into the parking lot, pull out my apple,
Nice.
crank out a couple of bowls in the parking lot.
Go in
real
there
quick,
smelling
go in
good.
there
I bet you
smelling
Lottie was
good.
just breaking the branch, just carving it, you know what I mean? Carving it in a
What's
quick little
that?
pipe. Like, why are all these little wood pipes in the corner?
Hello, my friend. Do you smell that strange smell? You mean my Mountain Dew?
Got me through.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, Randyl, for sharing all of your hidden gems, sharing who you are, sharing what you are. We appreciate the knowledge that you've dropped on here. It's magic.
It's one of my favorite
Yeah,
things.
dude,
Like,
thank
usually all this kind of stuff's set up in the office, and so it's just a little bit more cozy.
Yeah.
You know,
Cozy.
like you usually bring one or two people in, and
Yeah.
the office gets nice and steamy and cloudy with all the vapors, and you know, it's nice to be able to come out here and have it all laid out and share it in a more public setting.
Beautiful.
Plus, it's just fun to play with all this toy.
If there's one thing,
to the tiny knife.
if there's one thing you wanted to share with the people before we wrap it up, in terms of like cannabis, what's one thing you want to share with the people?
In terms of anything, honestly.
Nothing about expensive weed makes you cooler than anybody else.
Preach.
Hey.
There you go. Y'all heard it. You heard it.
I don't know.
True though. It rings.
And-
It's an
and
echo
just
chamber.
Don't be a dick to people. You
Yeah.
know? We got enough of that in the world.
Don't be a dick.
Cannabis should never be something that causes someone to act unkind to another human,
Amen.
especially when you're purchasing or selling or
Selling,
Yeah, providing a service to someone.
Long live cannabis.
you know.
Long live cannabis. Go UCC. Well, Randall, we thank you so much
Yeah,
for.
thanks for coming down. I appreciate
You know,
you guys being
having
willing
you
to
on the
drive
show.
through that shitty traffic to get down here.
Oh, it was
Oh,
well worth
dude.
it. Thank you for
100%
sharing with
worth
us.
I had to make it worth it
You
because I knew the
introduced
drive
us.
would be shitty.
Yeah, you introduced us to
But
something.
yeah, we're gonna send you guys with.
You got to choose from this, you said?
Yeah, take one of those, and then you have to fight over it as far as who gets to take it first.
So
That's
we
crazy.
take one. So we take one,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
for all of us, one for the group.
No, you each get one.
I'm about to say, keep that. I need this right here.
I was like, here
No,
we
no,
go.
no, no,
Wow.
no. That would be silly.
This is
You-
wild, man. I'm gonna
It wasn't
frame
until
this
you
in my
said
house.
You get a fight over
That's
it.
why
and then
you
you're
gotta
like,
make sure you all get the dab tools too.
Wow, wifey's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be like, "Wow,
dude,
that
you're
is
killing
amazing."
it.
You get first dabs on that. So that's just the stem. This goes in there, but it's more fun with that.
Man,
And then when you're heating it with a torch, you can see here it bevels out just a little bit. That's where
Yeah.
the heat plate matrix is.
Right.
So keep
So you
your
don't wanna
torch
heat-
right around the top.
That
If you
makes
bring
sense.
it down here, you're going to burn the side of the weed.
Yeah.
But if you keep it up around the top, it'll heat the whole plate matrix and
Got you.
do its job. Anywhere from 7 to 10 seconds to start, depending on your torch, and then just kind of get a feel for it.
Jesus.
And then this is just extending it.
That's just the stem that comes with
I
it.
know. I almost
Yeah.
want this one. I almost want this one.
Dude,
Because it's cool.
Man,
appreciate you so much, dude.
UCC, what it is.
You guys need to get that around the club and try it.
Oh yeah.
What? This is some magic right here. Well, thank you, Randall.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
hooking it up, man. You already know it's your boy Sep in the house.
It's JJ.
It's
I'm Randy.
Randall, let's go.
it's hobby.
Man, you are what it is.
UCC, what it is.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out, y'all.
Stay
Till
tuned
next
for
time.
some BTS if you want it. Click on the Patreon. I'm just kidding. Randall, man, that was awesome. Thank you. That was probably one of the best episodes I think we've ever had. Oh, yeah.